can start.
All right, so I want you guys to imagine for a second here that you're a nurse and you've just been invited to participate in the design reviewing session for a future hospital project. You get there, excited, you provide the design team with the feedback, and you work with them for a couple of weeks. Now fast forward a couple of years, and in front of you, you have a building that, if anything, is in dire need of a costly reconstruction. And if anything, it's not so clear how and if the design feedback you provided earlier has been incorporated. This is a recurrent theme that plays out in Swedish hospital projects time and time and again. And this is mainly because we have different type of actors with different levels of visual understanding, essentially leading us to have different interpretations of the very same design. Therefore, it is very important to talk about how we can set up processes where we can involve the different actors cross-disciplinary to have a mutual understanding and not visually outsource our understanding to the architects and the design team. So, how do we essentially bridge this gap of visual understanding that emerged between the design team and the end users? Well, that's what we try to address at Marty's department with something we call Y-Code. That's short for Virtual Collaborative Design Environment, a virtual reality VR-based tool that helps us ask questions such as, how big is actually 65 square meters? And those sorts of questions are very important for the end users, i.e. the medical staff, to know, for example, if you want the spatial layout and the logistical flow and the placement of medical equipment, among many things. And also, VR does not require any prior training to learn how to use it, and you can jump into it as a design reviewing tool, which also, as well, leads to a lot of involvement and interactivity with the model as well as with the other users, leading to a whole new breed of set of design questions to be raised and discussed, which otherwise would not be the case if we had done information mediums such as 2D drawings and 3D models, making us the end users co-designers. Now, beyond looking at achieving a co-design status between the end users and the design team, we also have to look at the other phase of the design process, how other, perhaps, actors can use VR to mitigate design change costs. Therefore, we have explored how VR can be used by other actors, and based on early observations, we have seen there's actually a VR preference to use it as a design reviewing tool when we are looking specifically, for example, at sight lines, we are looking at how their own domain clashes with the others, as well as the spatial understanding of the room. Therefore, to sum it up, I believe that my impact can perhaps make us think again about how we involve the users, specifically how we can use VR to involve users to build right from the beginning, to save cost, as well as building a building that reflects the wants and the needs of those working there. Thank you.